Hey, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world. Goddamn cryptocurrency. Well, it's a red day, isn't it? Apologies, I haven't been online for a while, been a bit busy. My kids started school, I also started a new lecturing job. I decided to quit drinking and smoking cigarettes at the same time, so I got a bit obsessed with the gym. It's going well though. The cigarettes are 7 weeks now. Drink's been about 3 weeks. Trying to get some kind of balance into my life. And you know, usually when that happens, watching markets and dealing with cryptocurrency and making videos all the time about degeneracy and degen projects can be quite stressful. It takes a lot of time and effort, and I thought I'd just give myself a balance to kind of approach it from a better viewpoint. So I feel like I'm feeling a lot better. I feel pretty damn good, to be honest. So that's great. And I just thought I'd make a video today about the market conditions. Oh my God, why it happened, what is happening with Bitcoin, why did it crash below 20,000 once again? How low do I think it's going to go? What am I doing, right? So I see this as a fantastic opportunity because I don't think that the prices are going to stay low forever. I think it might go lower, but at the same time, I do know that it will go much higher. Right, one point, sometime in the future, we're going to see a 100,000 Bitcoin, $100,000 Bitcoin, right? So because of that, this is where we use these opportunities to DCA or to use our stable coins and get the power of stablecoin yield farming. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm just going to kind of wax lyrical, shoot through some projects that I'm looking at, some DCA opportunities that I see, and I'm also going to make an announcement officially on YouTube. If you're on my Telegram, you know about this, but I'm going to give you some information on my DApp. Yeah. So please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate anyone sending in a comment. I like that so I can reply and I can get, a feel about how you guys are thinking about the situation, about the market, and about all the dApps that I'm talking about. So let's get into everything. I'm going to go shrink my head down into the small side of the screen, probably turn the red light off because the danger's over, right? Hopefully we will be green again soon. All right, so here we are on my website, cryptomischief.io, where you can catch up with all my daily degeneracy, my drip airdrops happening. You can see my videos and you can see my Twitter announcements. My latest Twitter announcement is this one, right? Announcing the Mischief airdrop miner. So this dApp I have created, it's called the Mischief airdrop miner. I'm announcing that I'm going to bring it out, right? We're pretty much done with the testing. It just took a little bit more effort from the side of we have a couple nice little twists to the tail inside of this thing, and we want to make sure it's extra safe. So now that we're finalizing the contracts once again through testing, right? Test, right? It's going in for an audit with George Stamp, which George Stamp is a fantastic auditing service. If you don't know what it is, I will show you it right now. This one here, georgestamp.xyz. If you don't know George, he has opened so many dApps, and he is famous in our community for opening dApps. Some of them are extremely successful, some of them have not been successful. That doesn't matter. The main thing about them is that he's always held accountability for his actions. That's the main thing that I like about George. So he has earned this stellar reputation of a man of honesty and a man of trust and of diligence, right? And he's done so many of these dApps that he knows them in and out, and he knows that they're all forked from different forks, and these contracts are built on top of each other. So him and his team know what to look out for. So if we do come down, we'll see all of these audits that have been done with a rating. We can come into, scheduled audits. And of course, you will find here, scheduled for an audit. Ready probably in 2 days will be the Mischief airdrop miner, the MAM. Right? And that's what we're talking about, right? So announcing the Mischief airdrop miner, deposit BUSD on the Binance Smart Chain and earn 3% daily. This is the idea. I wanted to take a lot of inspiration from my favorite miner, which is probably the Drip Garden, but I didn't take it from that one. I took it from the longest running miner, which is of course the BNB miner, this one here, running for 533 days, right? That's what I want to make. I don't want to make a 10% miner or a 15% miner or something that's insane. I want to make something that just pays very gradually. 3% is also insane, right? Never, the 3%, if you know anything about miners, we get to 3% in those golden times, but generally we sit around about 2, okay? Because of the contract that these miners are based on. They have if the TVL is going up, we can get up to 3%. If it's going down, we can shrink back down, right? But as you can see, it's today in the BNB miner and I have 0.1 BNB to collect, right? Fantastic, right? So it does work. It continues to work, you know, 533 days running. That's what I want to kind of make. And that's what I've designed, okay? So on top of whatever the BNB miner is, right, I have made my changes in which I see that it is an improved version of the BNB miner because I have a bunch of games involved in this. And of course, it's an airdrop miner. What the hell is an airdrop miner? Well, you guys are going to have to wait and see what an airdrop miner is because I'm not going to tell you today. Once the audit is complete, I will be letting you guys know exactly how this works, but I want to get that ticked first. Of course, don't want to be talking about things before it's audited. That'd be insane. There's one thing that you do need to know though. If you want to get into this project, see it as a casino, a DeFi casino, a game, right? It's only risking no more than you can afford to lose kind of mentality, okay? This is supposed to be fun and you should approach it as fun, okay? Don't take your grandma's like savings, life savings, and put it into my Mischief airdrop miner, right? You need to just see it as fun, okay? I will be aping too because I like these kind of things, but you do need to see it on this side of things, right? And if you do want to get early access into this, I am going to be running a whitelist. And it's not really like pre-sale. If you think about it, like when most miners launch, there's always this grace period when people are able to get into, if whoever gets in the miner earliest, right, always has a better position because they get those miners, but in mine they're called shitcoins, right, faster than anyone else. They get more for less money, right? Well, for my miner, anyone who's been with me on the journey of my degen farmer spreadsheet, which is unlockable through an NFT, which I put out about 3 weeks ago now, right? The NFT is cheap. At the moment, it's $15, possibly less. We'll check that soon. It also does unlock this degen tracker spreadsheet for you, which we're still developing. V2 is coming along very nicely, by the way. It's got some amazing new additions to it. Some parts that can even read your wallet, so you don't need to input other parts of it, right? So it's coming along really well. But by purchasing the NFT, you got the degen farmer, but also by owning or purchasing the NFT, you will also be getting early access, into the Mischief airdrop miner before anyone who doesn't have the NFT. Meaning that you will get a better position inside of the mining dApp. And of course, that means that you have a higher possibility, but again, in DeFi, nothing is 100% sure. You have a higher possibility of making more profit from it. Especially if it runs as I want it to for 500 days. That would be amazing. I'd be so happy if it does that, right? So that is the miner. We're going to talk about that a bit later, but we are talking about the market today. NFT today, because of the market, we're $15 for this NFT. Used to be 20. And great news is we are just about halfway through the mint. We have sold 140 of these already, and I have 300 at the price of 0.01. I did mint another 200. As you can see here, there's 500 total, but they will be going up in price. Okay, so these first batch will be available. After 500, I will not be minting anymore, but I will be minting a new one, which I'll be airdropping to all the holders of this one, because I want to make it a bit flashier, 3D, and I want to add more utility to it. And the only way to do that is to remint. So it'll be reminting and airdropping all current holders. If you own this NFT, you will be getting that one, but that will be in a month or two, a bit down the line. I'm just giving you my idea how I'm growing this, right? So anyway, the market. Oh God, well, it's bad. Don't know if you want to see this, but every dump is a buying opportunity. Okay. So if we come to CoinGecko, we can see the Bitcoin's hit $18,000. Let's come to a bit of a better chart. Well, let's go to PooCoin. God, I'm buying some Bitcoin a lot, don't I? God, maybe I've got a bit of a problem here. We did see a low, of down to 18, just almost under 18,000 on the Bitcoin here. And we've bounced back up to 18.7, right? So Bitcoin was going along quite well around about that 20,000 mark. We did get all the way up to 25 quite recently, right? Only back in the 20th of August. Since then, we've had this sharp decline. Are we going to go lower, right? You know, if we zoom out, we want to see my very fast technical analysis of what I think is going on with Bitcoin. Let's go to max. Check this out. Right. We have 2017 all-time high, 2 spikes, then a big lower down, then 1 spike, 2 spike, 3 spike, dump, right? And then finally we get into the COVID push, right? Then the COVID dump. So what I think we've seen is 1 spike, 2 spike, dump, 1 spike, right? We're still waiting for that second spike. We're still waiting for that dragging along this part here, right? We haven't seen that yet, and we haven't seen the almighty dump yet to the very floor. So we are nowhere near, anywhere near the end of this bear market. I think there's another year in this, and that's why DCAing is very important, right? And also using stable coins and shielding your blue chip assets with stable coins to create kind of like a shield, right? The sword and the shield scenario, right? So first let's talk about that, because I will be buying the dip, but at the same time, I won't be spending all of my dry powder on the dip because I think it's going to go lower, right? I think we're going to see 15, 13, 12, possibly 11, maybe 10, right? Maybe 8. Who knows how low we're going to go, because we do have another year of this. And the reason that Bitcoin dumped today is generally tied, people think is tied to two things. First was the 3 Arrow Capital. They had to start, selling some of their Bitcoin essentially, right? So that's what happened there from FTX exchange. And also the news that Russia came out, thank you Russia, thanks very much. They came out and said that they are stopping even more gas coming into Europe. But that is false FUD, right? Because if you look at the actual stats of, does Europe have enough gas stored to survive through this winter? Yeah, they have more than enough. Actually, the UK doesn't. It doesn't have enough gas to survive through this winter, but they're going to buy it from places like Finland. So, but expect very high gas prices in Europe and even higher in the UK. But by stopping this pipeline coming into Europe is no better or worse situation than it was before, because they've been slowly declining the gas that's coming from Russia into Europe anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So there could be a big bounce on this, actually. You could see a nice fake bounce, right? Because we've got another year of this, okay? So just don't let the market scare you. Don't be shaken from your DCA journey. Just like I had in the DGen Farmer spreadsheet at the bottom. We have the Horde wallet, right? DCA for the win. That's what we're saying, right? Pick the tokens that you have, how much you want to get, and fucking stick to it, right? Don't be shaken out by these big whales trying to take your tokens from you. That's all they're trying to do. They're trying to take your tokens. So let's check out first what I'm doing with stables, right? For example, Grizzly, right? The token price is taking a hell of a walloping, right? We're down to $59. Whatever, I don't care, right? I have my Grizzly in here. I have 11.47 Grizzly token in here, which Grizzly was worth like 300 bucks. Might be worth it again, okay? So I'm just holding this in here. The APR is gradually going down because the distribution phase for Grizzly is ending very soon, which means that the high APRs are going to go back to normal APRs, right? Instead of being insane, that's over now. We're back to normal, right? Normal expected APRs, kind of similar to PancakeSwap, right? But what am I doing is I have a couple pools here, which I use with my stables. So this one I'm wanting to build now, ETH USDC. If the bear market is going to last for another year, ETH is going to go really volatile. It might dip down to like 1,000 or 500 even, right? 300 even, right? But by pairing my ETH with USDC, I'm going to be protecting it from that huge volatility. So if ETH does hit down to 500, by pairing it with USDC, I'm actually, in essence, holding it around about an $800 price, roughly from where we are at the moment, okay? So it means I'll have a higher price ETH, essentially, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm wanting to build up this ETH USDC pool, and Grizzly also offer a pool in Bitcoin with BUSD and BNB with BUSD. So I probably will be adding into all three of these. The APY at the moment is still crazy. It's 272% on that. It will go down to about 20, I'm guessing, or maybe even 10 eventually, probably the next couple of months, but it's a nice little hold. So but what I do there is, I take, for example, I have some BNB here, okay? I can put in whatever I want. It's a one-click entry into this, right? So I have some Bitcoin or some BNB or some ETH, right? So for example, if I wanted to take a BNB, and I want to take one BNB, right, which is about $250, I guess, today, in today's money. And a lot of other platforms that are not Grizzly, you're going to have to spend a lot of time clicking to pass through all these things. But for Grizzly, you just press supply, and then there's 2 transactions pop up, right, and you're good. And that's it, right? And it cost me 0.03 BNB to get that BNB in there. So, it's better to do it with hundreds of dollars than like with tens of dollars into this. And this will convert it into ETH USDC liquidity for me with just 2 transactions. Brilliant stuff, right? And it's using the PancakeSwap pool. So it's giving me Grizzly token reward and also giving me the cake reward, which is auto compounding for me. This is an auto compounder. I choose between 3 strategies. I choose the standard strategy, so it means that I can sell the Grizzly. Well, for this one, I'm actually using the Grizzly strategy, which is creating a Grizzly pool for me on the back end, which is auto-compounding that at 190, and it's also building my ETH and USDC pair by selling the cake that is creating and compounding that back into the pair for me. Doing it all for me. This is great, right? I really, really appreciate this site. I'm also doing it with, yeah, there we go, done. 1 transaction this time, right? Fantastic. So that's me up to 14678. So, you know, I come over quickly to my sheet and I go to farms and we will just add that into the Grizzly pool. What was that? 160, I think, $170 in there. Boom, right? And my current value, I haven't checked that for a while, 1468. Great. So as you see, I'm $176 up on this. I've been growing my pair and it's going really well. The other ones I use in Grizzly also are just pure stable coins. So it's USDC with USDT for 43% APY. Fantastic. I have $4,800 in here. It's earned me 0.1 honey. I'm earning about 0.1 honey per day, which is $5.9, right? And in this one, it is 34% APY, and I'm earning, put in $4,500 in here. I'm earning 0.07. And of course, I'm earning the honey here. So this works brilliantly. I'm really enjoying Grizzly. The other place I'm putting stables is Tomb Finance. Now, Tomb just celebrated 1 year with Harry Ye in charge of Tomb, right, since he took it over. And what a job he's done. He's done so many things. The thing I'm mostly using, though, in Tomb at the moment, because of the volatility of the Phantom chain, and of course, because Tomb is a low cap alt, is that it's really volatile. But if we come over to the Phantom chain, where you can find Tomb on tomb.com, link in the description for all these projects, of course. All we need to do is come into Life Genesis, okay? This one is just about to finish. It's been 90 days. The whole of summer, I took $30,000 worth of USDC and I put them in this pool, right? Just put them in here. And I've waited for 90 days. It's been fantastic. What have I been doing for 90? So $31,000 in here for 90 days. And I just sat it in here. I've earned life token, sold some, I've compounded some. What have I made from this? In 90 days, from just sitting single asset staking in Tomb for the whole of summer, I've made myself about $700 worth of more money. There's a 0.5% deposit fee into here, so take that away, which is nothing, and that's me highly in profit. With something, now it's 7%. When it started, it was about 13 or 14%, and it's just sit there. It just earns me money daily, right? So you can take any single asset. Of course, this is ending in 4 days. After 4 days, there's going to be a slight wait of about a week. Then after that, they're going to move into their next Genesis pools. So wait for them, see what they are, get your stables ready, whatever ones they choose. Tomb does now have its own stablecoin token. I'm going to show you as well. And you can just pop that in there, you know? Yeah, I've got some ETH in here, $13,000 of ETH. I've got $1,000 of Bitcoin. I've got, and you know, you can choose USDT, MIM, DAI, right? Also to get in here, yeah? I've also put some Phantom in here, and I just sit in here. I'm waiting for the bull run to come back by using Tomb's very safe site. It's been 90 days, absolutely no problems, no exploits, no pauses, nothing, right? So it just works like it does on the tin. If you come into Cemetery V2 as well, where you're farming for the L-share token, I'm also in this one here, which is paying out really well too. So I went into the L3 USD, which is Tomb's own stable coin, but it is a bit more volatile than your usual stable coin, but it stayed at $1 for me, right? That's paired with USDC and Tether. So that's 3 of them together. So if one does have an issue, that means you're really protecting your money, your asset, by having 2 blue chip stable coins holding on to it. And you can get yourself a higher APR by using the L3 USD paired with stable coins than if you just had 2 stable coins by themselves. As you can see, I get 32% on this bad boy. And I'm getting, you know, that's $4,300 in here, $23 to collect for today. I'm taking my stable coins, I'm waiting for the bear market to end, and I'm just earning more money on money. So that's what I'm doing with safe money. Now you're asking yourself, you know, Richie, but stable coins are all very well and good. They're lots of fun, but it's a bit boring. I mean, you're only making what, 10% APR, 20% APR. Where's the good stuff? Where's the high risk? Risk it for the biscuit. Grab that token by the balls and squeeze it for everything it's all worth. Milk out that degen cow until you get covered in its juicy APR. Well, let's get to some very degen projects which I also have my eye on. Right, first one has come up. I guess there's a guy called DeFi Dude on YouTube. Shout out to him because I'm going to talk about your project now. A lot of people told me about this. I've seen a couple of videos on it. I haven't got in. I've been waiting for the dump because I'm smart, right? It's not my first rodeo, right? This is a token you can buy on the Polygon blockchain. Will earn yourself 1% daily passive income by holding on to this token. An AI trading generated token, right? This is what it's saying. It's following along on the hype of a stable fund, which also promotes the fact that it has an AI bot that's doing its trading for it. So this one is a token that has an AI trading thing on it. And it promises or guarantees you 1% daily earning on your token. Auto staking, just hold it in your wallet and you earn more tokens. So in a way, it kind of works like how Safu does, but not, because they seem to be buying and selling the token. When it goes up, they sell it. When it goes down, they buy it, right? Seems what's happening here. Kind of like how an LMS or a Dex ETF work, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, we're going to see that very soon anyway. You know, I was going to grab this dip. It started really well, went from 16 cents all the way up to almost $1, right? So that's almost a 10x for anyone who went in the pre-sale, or if they did have a pre-sale, or for the start of this, right? But then we did have a dip. We had a dip all the way down to 70 cents, right? My buy-in is actually 60, so I'm waiting for it to hit 60. I think it will, because things can't go up forever. People get scared, shaken out, people freak out when these kind of tokens come out. And it's, you know, it's doing well, but it doesn't have that great volume. 722,000 volume today on a dump day. So that's quite low. Only 800 transactions today as well. So it is not a massive token, and only created 6 days ago. Okay, so it's had an explosive launch. It's been 6 days. We've seen a big downturn in the market. So I think we can see like a nice little dip down to about 60 cents. If it does hit 60 cents, I will buy it. If it doesn't hit 60 cents, I'll probably miss it out. But I can't catch them all. This is the way I'm seeing it, right? And we are in a bear market, like I said, and I don't want to be risking every single like penny that I have on small cap alts when I already have a lot of plays, which I'm very serious about. So for now, I will not be buying it, but I will buy it if it does dip, and I'll buy that dip because I quite like the idea of it. A token which I did buy, continue to buy, own quite a lot, would be Drip. And let's see how Drip's faring in this bear situation, right? Terrible market volatility today. Did you see that drop from Bitcoin? You know, let's have a look at that drop. Was that 20,000 all the way down to 18,000, right? In the space of, a second, someone just pressed a sell there. Oh my God, So did Drip follow suit? That's what I want to know. So we'll see what's happening with Drip. This is a chart that everyone knows about. We had the massive run up. It was fantastic. We hit almost $200 here, and we've been declining ever since, right? But check this out. Here in 7th of June, we were $8.5, right? 7th of June. Now we're in the 7th of September, yeah, June, July, August, September, right? 3 months later, 365% APY, 1% a day. 3 months later, yeah, 90 days later, we are almost the same price. That means that if you did buy Drip, you put it into faucet on the 7th of July, and you just claimed every day, which you shouldn't do, but if you did, that means that you are almost getting your ROI already on your Drip faucet, right? This is what Drip can provide. Drip goes up, you get rich faster. Drip stays the same price, you get rich. Drip goes down in price, you get rich, but you get rich slower, right? This is kind of how we're working with it, right? So, and today, the price of Drip has not really suffered that much at all. At floor there, 6.7, that was a week ago. We've pumped up, and from yesterday, we've gone from $7, $7.1 to $7, right? So there's not really been much of an effect here on the price of Drip following the market conditions, because it also has a hell of a lot of its liquidity tied to BUSD. giving it that shield thing I was talking about there with what I'm doing with Grizzly with my Ethereum, right? Protecting it. Drip already has that. It has a massive, massive liquidity pool with BUSD, which protects it from any huge dumps in the market, but cannot protect itself from sellers who just want to sell Drip, right? For me, the price of Drip at the moment is a bit too low though, so I do have a bunch of Drip that I'm holding. Got about 127 Drip here. I have my claim for today. Today is my claim day for Drip, so I have 248 here, which is still $1,751 claimable for the day, right? That's just over 1 day's worth of profit for me in Drip, right? With this one account, which is insane, right? So probably I'll be claiming this, putting it with my balance, but I'm going to be waiting for, about $8, $9, $10 Drip before I would sell that for my weekly profit. Yeah, profit every week. Compound every week, purchase when you can. That's how we work it, right? Another one, that's a great one for the bear market would be Horde because of what it's doing. What are we today? We're $100 for Horde. We're always $100 for Horde. I've got 13 plots and 1 Uber plot. I'm making about 1.5 Horde token a day, which is $150 a day, which at the moment I'm selling continuously. If we come to my Degen Farmer, you see what's happening with me in Horde. It's very impressive platform, to be honest. I went in on day 1 with this. I talked about it on my channel on day 1. That's why you should be liked and subscribed to this channel so you can find these kind of projects when they do come out. And when I do I go into a lot of projects. Like I said, not so much at the moment, but when they do work, they really do work. So 5,500 invested, bought some NFTs and an Uber plot. So total price that purchase price for everything has been $8,500. I've compounded $8,000 back into it. And my current value of all my plots is $15,900 and my taken is $5,800. Now I can't sell my current value because there are plots and there is decay. I have another 120 days on my oldest plot. But at 1.5, almost 1.5 Horde a day, it's probably going to take me, let's have a look, can come over here. If I profit take all this month, I'm going to take out $4,000, which will bring me into profit. From that 5, I will cross over the 8, and I will be just running straight house money from this point. From when I reach house money, I'm just going to continue compounding 1 week and selling 1 week and just keep riding this until the wheels fall off, is my idea with Horde. Why? Look at this chart. This is from April, right? You know what's been happening in the crypto market since April, right? We've been going up, we've been going down, it's been going insane. But this has just gone up to $109, lowest of $99. That's it. What? Like, this is called an LMS. Horde at the moment has a market cap of $110 million, and this is all we're doing. We're just going along. There are a lot of plots now in Horde, though, 27,000, right? So that's $270,000, I think, paid out every day in Horde, which is a lot of money. But with the LMS, everything seems to be going along swimmingly. And all I need now is 3 weeks, and I'm clean. So just stay like this for 3 weeks, please. And we're good. Thanks from Crypto Mischief. Ding, like and subscribe. One project which is implementing the same LMS that Horde has is Furio, right? They haven't done it yet because you can see from the chart on Furio, we are continuing to rise. Even today, we went from $9 to $10, right? Even when everything else went terribly, we went up. Furio is paired with USDC, nothing else. So like I said, they also have this bear market protection from the volatility of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And with that, you can see if we come into my Fur Vault, my team is growing very well. We're going great. I now have 4,345 Furio staked in my Fur Vault, and I'm earning 1.75% daily on that. Now that's a lot of money. That is a hell of a lot of money. 4,345. 4,345, right? So I have $43,000 in here now and earning myself 1.75% APR. Yeah, that's 638% APR. Jesus. So if I compound daily after 30 days, I'm going to turn that 43,000 into 73,000 if the price stays around about this $10 mark. Like I said, though, they still haven't turned on the LMS, meaning that when they do turn it on, the price is going to do what Horde does, hopefully, right? But until that point, people are just buying more of it because they know that they're going to get a stable token. So it's kind of like a gamble, right? Do you buy in right now, knowing that they're going to turn on the LMS and then you're going to just get stable money? Or do you wait? But if you wait, is the price going to go up higher and higher? What are they going to set it at? We don't know, right? It's pretty great. I'm really enjoying it. So what I do is I claim out once a week. and I airdrop it to my massive team. We have the third biggest team in Furio at the moment, and we're growing, we're catching the second place. The moment we do have a competition running from the dev team, if we all compound as much as possible, we will get a huge airdrop for the team by the end of the month. Last time I got the airdrop, I sent 100% down to the team. You can see it here. My airdrop sent are over 1,000 Furio at the moment, which is $10,000 that I've sent down to the team. So far, we've only been running for about 2 months, so this is going really well. So, Furio. We also have the fur pool. We talked about this before. USDC in creates Furio and USDC liquidity, then USDC out. I put in $1,000. So far, my stake has been compounded up to 1,150. The APR on this is roughly 70 to 80% APR. Very high. Very high, very great. Another one to talk about would be Dex Finance. They had a little bit of an oopsie with their vaults, which they brought out, meaning that we're going to have to do a little bit of migration because the vaults have been paused. They caught it within a day that someone was trying to exploit it, even after an audit, right? This is why audits sometimes don't mean anything, okay? Knock on wood for my audit. But so what they're doing is they've said that we need to wait a second, then they're going to make a migrate button. We're going to migrate our vault over to the next one, and then we're done. We're good to go. So I'm just waiting for that. I made my own one. This is going to be amazing when it's up and running, right? So Dex Finance has the Dex US Dex token, which has never been under the price of $1. It's never been under peg. They have the Dex ETF, which is similar to the LMS, but it is a trading bot like the LMS, but they do their own thing. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty. We don't have time for that, but just know that it is going to keep the price steady and above peg for as long as physically possible. Whatever that is. I know there's not much in there, right? But it has been since launch over peg, right? And it's been 3-4 months now. I've made a small fortune with Dex Finance, but this is going to be a game changer when it's on. What happens here is, I said it here, I have 75% liquidity of the peg token, right? I have 15% liquidity of the share token with BNB, volatile, and 10% of the Deckshare, which would be like T-share, going into the boardroom, what it's called here, regulation staking, where I would get myself the Dex ETF. This will compound the level that I want. And I set that I want it to compound at 75%. So 75% compound, 25% will profit take for me, giving me back the profit. I push go, and it just does it for me. So I come back in a month, and it's giving me back 25% of the profit already in my wallet, ready for me to collect, and 75% has just been compounded for me at the most practical, efficient time of the day. I've not seen this ever from a compounder, right? Usually they compound it for you, then you have to go in manually and take the profit out yourself. It's the first one I've ever seen where they're actually going to give you the profit without you having to do anything. Can't wait, can't wait. It's going to be brilliant. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm also looking at Deckshare because it's been on a hell of a dump from highs. When was that? 19th of July, we were up at $400 and we've gone all the way down to $80, right? I don't think you can go much lower because it's still over peg. The share token is still making you your ETF token. You know, I can come into the regulation right now and I've earned myself more money because it's still printing. So because it's still printing, I don't know what anyone's thinking about selling this token. There's some malicious action at play, I think. Yeah, it's a dump day. Got 21 in here, got 61 bucks in here. This is, you know, it's been like 5 days. It's great. Still getting 0.81% on this. So I don't know why it's $80, because it pays, right? So, you know, anyone in the right bank would just buy a hell load of this, like buy like 100 tokens, just put it in here and just earn yourself loads of Dex ETF. But that's what some people did, and then they sell it, and that's what caused the volatility. So actually, Dex Finance says the healthiest way for you to use this platform is to come to the farm section at the moment, or use the vault and put the majority of your funds into US Dex USDC. As I've done here, I have $13,000 in here, and it's earned me $100. Look at that. And I'm earning pretty healthy 63% APR on a stable coin. Yes. Degen stablecoins. Degen stablecoin here. Degen stablecoin here. Degen stablecoin here. Drip here. You know? So you could be safe by taking USDC, putting it into Tomb, making or Degen stable pair here, right? Or going to Grizzly, full stable pair in here, right? Lots of different options for you. The other two things I'm thinking about purchasing, right? I'm thinking about purchasing some Polygon Matic on the dump. I keep buying that stuff. I'm thinking about buying some more DAG, right? Constellation token, DAG. I buy that on gate.io. I want to get 250,000 tokens so that I can get myself a node and pay myself passive income for life. So far, I have about 50,000 tokens. I'm getting there. Put in about $1,000 every now and again whenever I see a dump. What's DAG doing? Let's have a look. Check it out. There's some amazing YouTube videos on this thing. If it works, it's going to be, 10% down today. Brilliant. Oh, damn, 1% down. Okay. Or we have this. We have Dogechain. Right, I haven't joined Dogechain yet. That's why you haven't seen me talk about it. I'm still not convinced. BNB Smart Chain is fantastic. Would I be up for selling my BNB to buy Dogechain token? Don't think so. But then we start having a look at what Dogechain is doing, right? You know, it's down 10% today. It is down massively from its all-time high, which was just a week ago. A week ago, we were sitting at 0.004, and today we're sitting at 0.001. So you had yourself a 4x, then you lost yourself a 4x in the space of a week, right? The trading volume today is 32 million though. That's really high trading volume. And it's just getting bigger and bigger. It's a 9 million market cap, which is not that big. It's 59% down from 7 days ago, right? It's all-time high. And if it does work, but the things I've been reading a bit about Dogecoin, Dogechain, the owner of Dogecoin, one of the owners or founders, right? They have refused to actually, promote it or talk about it or say that they're going to use it, okay? Which means that it might lose a bit of steam if they don't get anyone of a big position that's going to come in and actually vouch for it, right? So you could see this either explode and loads of cool dApps open on it, and then everyone just talks about it and it goes viral just like Dogecoin did, and everyone just uses Dogechain now. They stop using the Binance Smart Chain, they use Dogechain instead. This could happen, or it might not. So if you're smart, you might just think, let's throw in $5,000 and buy loads of Dogecoin, a Dogechain token, right? Put it in there, put it in some kind of dApp, and just ride it, right? Like we did on the Binance Smart Chain, or like we did on Phantom when that exploded, right? So you could make loads, or at the same time, you maybe don't. And it just is a wet fart, and it never goes anywhere. So I'm still not sure what I'm going to do. It is a great day to buy it. Down, what are we, down 20% from on the day. You know, it's a perfect time to purchase if it is what you want to do, but it is very on the far right of degen activity, right? I'll probably just end up buying more DAG, even though the chart's not showing, but here's when Bitcoin did its thing. So we were 0.07 down to 0.0, not much of a dump. Not too big a dump. It's already recovering. Strength of the DAG, fighting back in the bear. Yeah, so that is today's video on what I'm doing in the bear market. What will I be buying? I'll probably, be putting some more ETH and BNB into Grizzly. That's what I'm doing. I'll be buying more DAG token. I'll be contemplating purchasing this degen Optimus token. I will be compounding my Furio as much as I can. I will be selling my Horde. I will be maxing out my drip account, then doing another one and waiting for Animal Farm so I can put more stables in there. I will be waiting for Dex to help me migrate because I love this platform and it's been earning me bank, and I'll be really contemplating whether I should go into Dogechain or not. Should I? Should I not? Let me know. Or should I just buy Polygon, huh? It's a great token too. Okay, peace. I have been Richie, Crypto Mischief. You guys have been fantastic as always. I'm gonna hit the hay, go back to the gym tomorrow, take kid to school tomorrow, but I'll be here and I'll be in touch about the Mischief airdrop miner. News coming very soon to you. Peace. Don't get wrecked.
That's right. Tell me how you